What is going on, everybody? JT here in the studio with you and trying to do a little search on here. And I thought I had this thing handled, but I guess not. Anyway, how's it going, man? Studio 10-4 Live back with you. And it is another week and another day and another month. And we're into it, 9th of July. So I hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend and stayed safe and sane, as they like to say. And nobody got in any trouble. I did have a lot of entertaining things going on in social media, watching all the crazy posts and things that stuff people were doing. We had our stuff up here where I'm at. We had more of a show 2 nights ago with thunder and lightning. And I mean, it was a enormous thunderstorm and it came through and the clouds came in about 3-4 o'clock. Everything turned green, like a green hue in the whole atmosphere, and then bright orange and red and thunder, and then the lightning started cracking. And of course, being where we're at, I'm very leery of and conscious of the forest fire effect because of lightning, which luckily, thank God for us, around here we didn't have anything happen. But in the surrounding area, there were some strikes, and it did happen. Let me get my feed opened up over here. Hey, there you go, John Jakes. What's going on, Sharon, Jeff? What's happened? Made it back from Idaho. You know what? Yeah, Jeff, they do, man. I'll tell you what. There's a lot going on out there. Dougie, what's happening? Burrito Dougie in the house. Brandon Chase, who's that guy? Brandon in the house. Good to have you, Brandon. We've got a great show lined up for you guys today in the studio green room right now, Dan and Shan, and they're going to be bringing out a lot of 10-4 flavor and sharing their trip that they just got back from. It was not just pleasure, but business. It was business and pleasure. They celebrated their, give me a thumbs up here, a 34th, 35th, 33, 35, 34. 36. No, up. 35. Okay. All right. Good deal. Congratulations, you guys. Happy anniversary. That's amazing. When you think about it, they were just, they're a little bit ahead of 10-4 magazine and its life cycle. So 10-4 magazine's been around and almost 35 years now, and that's incredible too. So CG and Ashleigh, of course, guys that are bringing the Soza Memorial Truck Show to everybody here pretty soon, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and what that show is all about. I wanted to shout out to a couple of folks. Social media, man, I'll tell you, depending on what it is you have attached yourself to, you will see whatever that is in spades. I mean, it just keeps coming more and more and more of it. And it's so funny. We'll sit around and talk on the phone and talking about whatever, left-handed screwdrivers and right-handed screwdrivers and, blinker fluid and things like that. I'm saying those things because I want to see what happens later on in my news feed. And if they come up with something that points me in the direction of any of those kinds of things. But when you do talk about stuff, it does show up because devices are listening, and it ends up in the marketing feeds and wants to sell you stuff. In my case, and I don't know why this is, but maybe it's because of my age and the age of my friends and so on. A lot of folks going through stuff, and wanted to give a shout out to JR at Lifetime. Had just some kind of a freak thing happen. Ended up in the hospital. He is hopefully on the mend and doing well, getting better. If he's not, I hope he is, because JR is a hell of a guy. I'll tell you guys something. If you want to watch somebody just tell it like it is and not give a F about it, go to his TikTok and check out what he has to say about people and what they thought about his hot rod that he built, and all the comments that people were making. This guy let nothing go. He let it all out. And I'll tell you, it was freaking awesome. But go check it out. JR and his sister Nikki and the whole family at Lifetime. We love those guys. And JR, please get better, buddy. Dennis Mitchell. Dennis starting another round of chemo. He's got a big haul ahead, and we wish him the best and want him to come out of this thing. But they got him plugged in and pumped up. He's carrying a pump, plus they pump him full of chemo, and they're gonna go through this with him and get this thing taken care of again. So we're looking forward to Dennis on the other side. Johnny Jakes, happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. John's also getting a procedure done. It's like everybody lined up and decided this must be the time to go get done whatever needs to get done. But John's getting it done, and if he wants to share what it is with y'all, he can. But just a simple, hopefully, procedure, outpatient kind of thing. But he's getting it done too. People we don't know, and the flood victims of Texas, and the people affected by the floods of Texas and New Mexico. God bless you guys, man. I cannot believe the videos that I've been seeing of houses just floating by, and not just leisurely kind of, like a houseboat going by. We're talking ripping by other structures that were still left standing while people are, with their phones, obviously, capturing those moments. And I'll tell you, it's just incredible. So the one that hits really close to home for me was the latest one I saw in New Mexico. 15 people were saved, and that was everybody that was in the park. It was an RV park, full to capacity for 4th of July weekend. And they only got 1 or 2 of the campers out, meaning the RVs themselves. But the rest of them all got, literally piled on top of one another. And gosh, I don't know. Just amazing that they were able to get out of there, because there was nothing other than the instincts of the park management that said, we need to get everybody out. And they did. So hats off to y'all, and God bless you guys too. Absolutely. All right. Question about the group. 10-4 Trucker Lounge, 10-4 Magazine Lounge. Facebook by default gives you an AI buddy, they call him, and it's basically AI asking questions. We've had good and bad on this, and I'm going to take a vote. T-Dub, what's happening, buddy? You guys let me know. You hear, call me, message, whatever. Should we turn the AI guy off, or do we leave him on? And my vote is I think we get rid of the guy. He's kind of an idiot. So Shan, yeah, exactly. and I'll tell you, do our part to save energy and not have any more AI sucking the grid than it already is, which is a whole nother story and show altogether. The incredible amount of energy that it uses to generate artificial intelligence. I mean, I'm telling you guys, we're matrix bound. We are. It is incredible. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about that. The last question that the AI buddy asked, I thought was kind of lame. But like I said, there's been some that have been okay, where we've had some, some action reaction. Mostly, I think not, though. So T-Dub, what are you guys doing over there? Are you guys good where you're at? The storm's going around you. I know they're near you, but hopefully you guys are safe there in Missouri. John, what's up, man? John Fearborn in the house. All right, listen, without wasting and talking about any more, I want to bring the Dan and Shan Show live. Guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. Haven't seen you guys since Trucking for Kids, right? Live. So I mean, in real life anyway. So gotta figure that out. Oh, T-Dub, you're in Mississippi, so I don't know if that's good or bad, man. You have to let me know on that.
Could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. But anyway, you guys had a nice anniversary, a wedding anniversary.
Yes.
100%. We did. Yep.
Saw some very nice moments that you shared in photographs at the lodge or the cabin that you were staying at. So very cool.
Yes.
But you guys were out there working too. So tell us about the work. I mean, you got the truck show, Southern Idaho Truck Show. I said Oregon, right? Southern Idaho Truck Show. but then there might have been some other stuff going on too, maybe. So I'll leave it to you. Tell us about it.
We did do a few photo shoots for some upcoming covers. Went real well, and did the truck show and put about 1,000 miles on our rental car. Worked our tails off for about 5 days, and then didn't for 2.
Yep.
1,000 miles on a rental, man. That's you guys. Where did you fly in at?
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, we flew into
Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you drove into Idaho and did the show and all the other stuff that you were doing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And how was the Southern Idaho truck show? I saw some pictures and I too, Dan, saw some people that may have been a bit adulted with beverages sharing their live video. So I guess it was a thing to do.
Late in the light show, people have partook, and sometimes they get a hold of you and have interesting conversations.
Yeah, right.
But,
and I know these conversations. I'm sure some of the folks watching are going, "Yeah, man, I've been that guy. I remember that kind of."
The show was good. It was real good. I mean,
Good.
it's always kind of a laid back. It might have been a touch smaller. They said this year they had about 100 trucks, and but it's out on grass, and it was kind of hot though. I mean, grass kind of makes it a little humid up there in Idaho.
Yeah.
The sun's a little more intense, so it wasn't quite as pleasant as maybe we would have hoped it would be.
And the grass was a little hard.
She cut the grass, cut her foot.
What?
I only brought sandals because it was supposed to be in the 90s. So yeah, but this grass was.
It was pretty rough. It was pretty rough.
It was rough, and there was sand underneath it. I mean, when they had pictures, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's grass! It's gonna be beautiful." And I we ran to Walmart and got some tennis shoes real quick. But
vicious grass in Idaho. So you've been warned, people.
Yeah.
I wanted to say howdy to Mike and Driverette.
Hey, Mike.
Thanks you guys for dropping in. Brandon Chase, I'm going to tell you this again, my good friend, my best friend. Anything you write here, they see, and everybody else does too, because it's on the screen, my friend.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi, Brandon. Shout out,
buddy. There you go.
Hi, Mike.
We'll be sure and get a howdy from CG and Ashleigh for our good friend Brandon Chase as well. Quality of trucks. There was some walk around. Some people shared of some of the trucks there. In fact, I think pretty much all the trucks there. So. Look pretty good. I mean, not the usual suspects, different crowd, different folks. That was kind of neat. It's nice to see a different group of people, get together somewhere and make it happen. So looked like a success. I haven't heard any more about it till now. So
I mean, every show you go to, and which is why we do go to different shows in different regions, you're going to get a different group. You might have the core of people that you see at a lot of them or at other ones, but you're going to get the ones that you don't see anywhere else unless you go there. And this would be one of those shows. You see a lot of people that you don't see other places, a lot of really nice stuff. I mean, there's a lot of farming and ag out there. And so there's a lot of cool stuff that comes out of the barn, a lot of nice hay haulers, cattle haulers, stuff like that, and
we're rich and flush in those guys, I think, and have been as of 2025. We ought to be the cattle cartel.
We did not shoot any of those for those that might wonder or
might be wondering. Yeah, no, not another no.
I'll tell you what, though, this show where they really they do a prime rib dinner on Friday night, which we partook in for charity. And they smoked, I think, like 8 or 9 full prime ribs and
full roasts.
Yes. And so we had a really nice, fun dinner with everybody on Friday night. And I don't know, I'm not sure who the money goes to for that.
Sorry, do you hear that?
Yeah, what's going on? What is that?
It's our dog playing with her toy.
That's okay.
You run the risk. So, but the other area where they really knocked it out of the park was their auction.
By the way, they help with adoptions. I forget the the company that they work with, but that's what they do.
You're right. It's a company that assists people financially to get through the adoption process and to adopt. But but I forget the name of it.
Yes,
Flaherty.
I forget.
Anyway,
sorry.
And I'm sure that dinner Friday night goes to that, but I don't know. It might go to something else. But their auction on Saturday toward the end of the show. I mean,
oh my God.
I mean, I wish our auction, and I'm sure that CG and Ashleigh would say the same thing, that we wish our auction. I mean, I don't know how much they raised. I didn't keep track, but I mean, they must have raised.
I mean, one thing went for
$7,000. This table that somebody custom made with like a truck wheel for a base, and it had the Southern Idaho show on the top. I think it went for close to $7,000 or $8,000. Just this one thing. Yeah. And there were other things, many things that went for $2,000, $3,000. They did really, really well on their auction. And I mean, so good for them. And that was awesome to see. But it was, they don't give away a ton of awards. They just give away a handful. A couple of them are kind of gag awards, but we had a good time. We had a good time hanging out with Tony and Marty and a couple of our other, trucker friends. And
was there a Jake Bass sighting out there anywhere?
There was not. There was not.
He couldn't come.
He couldn't come.
I guess he had just came 8 weeks off the road, and he was like, I'm taking a truck break. I think he went to Vegas with his wife, if I remember right.
Oh, that'd be a good thing to do. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I mean, it just, I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason to what makes an auction work, right? But, Trucking for Kids had some standouts that happened this year. And those guys, we appreciate the heck out of all of you for showing up and doing what you did. We're always striving to do better and do more than last year. And especially, in 26, we're expecting to do more again, as well as, I don't know, are we doing anything for rodeo? Do we have an auction, silent auction at rodeo?
No.
I don't think we do we? No. Yeah. So it's a little different setup, but we're looking forward to that as well. And I tell you, the spirit of the auction is always give more, because it's not about getting a deal. It's about making something happen for the charity that we're putting in front of you. And that's what matters. So
if you can get the crowd in that mindset, you're going to do well. Sometimes it's hard to get there.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You got it. Yeah. So get them excited, or maybe get them drunk. I don't know. Do it during the light show, right, on Friday night. Hey. Get those wallets loosened up, lubricated a little bit. Maybe. I'm not kidding. Maybe that's the thing to do, right? Champagne auction Sunday morning, man. I don't know. We might have something there.
Pass around free glasses.
Yeah, flutes of champagne. I mean, mimosas, man. Yeah. All right. So the show was good. It was fun, and then you guys took off and went on down the road for work. I mean, the last thing you did was hang out, celebrate your anniversary a bit, right? So you had the other stuff to do.
2 photo shoots after the show, and then we did our anniversary.
So how'd those Volvos look?
Oh man, they're looking good. People are going to be super excited.
Oh, it was a Volvo and a Mac, wasn't it?
Yeah, a new one, a Mac Vision. Those things are beautiful.
Hey, man,
They're actually not. I would do that, but I didn't.
I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm lending my support to it here. Lending my support. Julie, how are you, dear? Julie Robertson showing up, our Trucking for Kids gal, the Shriners gal, actually, but we met her through Trucking for Kids and of course Shriners. So glad to have you, Julie.
And we are looking to plan our check presentation for Shriners from TFK soon. We've been kicking around a few dates, so we gotta.
TW just had to get down and dirty. He says Tesla truck.
Oh my!
Yeah,
I was going to do that once when they first introduced it. I had the opportunity to possibly be at the unveiling because I have a friend at the time who was working at SpaceX, and he was going to maybe get me in with some press credentials, and we were going to maybe do it, but it didn't happen. It's probably for the best.
People are barely able to handle a 589 Peterbilt. You throw a Tesla at them, people are going to commit suicide. Bad things are going to happen. It's going to.
You're 100% right. They're not ready. They can't handle the truth.
Can't do it. I mean, look, I'm the first to say they're not ready. They are not ready, but at some point, it's
how about the 4th? It was a big weekend. We came home and had company and celebrated with family and cooked a brisket. And what'd you do, John?
I had a very quiet one, and actually my time has been spent getting myself settled in my new home and my new location where I'm going to be moving to here pretty quick in the next few days. We've been doing all the groundwork. I got gravel coming in to do the pad for the RV and some other stuff about cutting the roads, opening up the gate, the driveway. There's been a lot of work to open this up. I mean, they've never had anything 45 feet long go through the forest up into this spot that we're going to be at. So a little bit of work. So it was real quiet, hung out, didn't do anything. Just the quiet 4th of July this year. I normally would have been in Folsom for the Folsom Pro Rodeo, and I hopefully will be able to revisit that next year. So
somebody asked if did you do fireworks? I said, absolutely not. No. Hear one, and we were happy not to hear one.
Yeah, they don't even want you smoking cigarettes outside around here, man. It's serious stuff with the fires. So
our watch duty alerts were going off. There were fires all around California that we got alerted to. Every time it went off, we're like, nope, not around here.
So what's on the horizon for Team 10-4? What do we got coming up?
Well, a little home time, a little catch up time. Our next event would be the Brooks Truck Show at the end of August. So we get a little bit of a reprieve until the end of August for that. So that's the next thing on the docket. And then I believe after that, it would be the Soza Show.
Did you say Soza?
I did say Soza Show. Yeah. What?
You know what? I just happen to have a couple of them hanging around out here. What's going on, you guys?
Hey! What's happening?
Well, all you got to do is
hanging out,
let you guys out of the green room so you can come play too, okay?
Cool.
Thanks.
First
maybe
of all,
I found a pot of gold. You have that too?
Right?
No.
Almost put my little leprechaun hat on and walk around over here.
Hey, guys.
Real quick, Shan, the grass at the Southern Idaho show is not for wussies. That grass is pretty stout. We've been watched it twice.
Oh my God.
I can sympathize with you. I get it.
Thank you.
So apparently the grass is no joke at the Southern Idaho Truck Show.
Yeah, no joke when it comes to that. That's for sure.
Do not wear sandals.
No, not sandals. Oh, I mean, it's definitely not like California grass. I figure it's got to be the way it is to get through all the snow and ice and everything through the winter. But yeah, it's pretty rough.
Thank you.
It was.
Yeah, California, Kentucky bluegrass or Kikuya, everything, reasonably barefootable is definitely what we're all about. So, or what they're all about. I'm not, but they are.
You're blocked.
And then,
all right, I'll take that down for Dan. I'll take that down for Dan. That way,
there we go.
There, Dan. Can you see now? Dan, can you see now?
Complex.
I don't have a hat on.
Kind of looked like you did there for a minute, man. Right? So, there it is. No, it's a hat. You can sit under that thing. Sit under it. There you go. He's wearing his Trucking for Kids hat. And Shan, you're under the right thing. You're right under the rodeo. So that's good. All right. How you guys been? It's been a while, man. It's been a while since we had a chance to chat, and certainly been a while since we've had you on the show, man. You guys, I've been seeing a lot of Soza Memorial Truck Show stuff going on out there.
Well, it's that time of year. We're in full swing, and John, just for the record, if it ever comes down to it, I would like to try to customize a Tesla truck. I think I can do it. I think I can make it look cool. It might take 100 or so grand, but I think I can make it look cool.
What has motivated you to do this craziness?
Well, think about it, it's going to come no matter what. I mean, it's going to be here eventually. It's something that we cannot, get rid of. So, why not embrace it? Let's try to make one look cool. I just need a big sponsor to just kick down like 6 figures, and I'll make it look cool, one way or another.
And which one are we talking about? Volvo or Mac or both, or what are we doing?
No, let's go for the gusto. Let's just get a Tesla truck.
Tesla, okay, all right.
Get a Tesla truck. We'll get it stretched out right from the get-go, and then we'll just go to town on it.
You need to get like a 20K gen set on the back of it so you can get anywhere. But
Well, yeah. We'll just encase it in polished stainless steel. If in doubt, just stainless steel it, and you're good.
Well, I'll tell you what. So if you want to stick to KW, the K-Whopper family, they've got their own electric version out there too. So, and here's the thing that's going to kind of give you a little bit of a rub. It's autonomous, so they don't need you.
Yeah, you're right. I can't even drive it. It won't let me.
You're out of luck. You're out of a job, and you just fixed up some electric truck that you wouldn't want to drive anyway, probably.
Like I said, I'm up for the challenge, just for the heck of it.
All right. Hey, listen up, everybody out there. We're looking for sponsors for CG. TW, no, but CG, yes. I got initials all over me. JT, TW, CG, Dan and Shan. I got to figure you guys out the DNS. I don't know. Anyway, somebody's going to do it at some point. We're just not there yet. We're not ready for that yet. We're just trying to still just get through the 589 and have everybody just kind of calm down on that a little bit, which it is what it is. So, Dan and Shan, you guys have probably been giving these guys, hey, this is kind of what we do. And you guys have probably been going the same to them. Like, well, we've been trying this and this works. And it's like, you guys have your own little collusions going on in the background with each other.
It's been very nice.
We've been bouncing off the whole raffle and the auction and everything else. And that, I think the only reason why they get the kind of auction bids like that is because they ain't paying as much for diesel as we are out here in California. So they can afford to spend that kind of money on their auction.
That's a damn good point.
Idaho. Yes. Good Chevron gas for our car was like $3.49, and that was for like mid-grade Chevron gas. So yeah, it's a lot cheaper there. I think it was like $3 for not diesel, but I don't know what diesel was. Did you see that? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it just depends on where you're at this point.
Once you join the truck show world, producing truck shows, we're a small, and I reached out to a lot of other people who have shows, and we have relationships, and we talk, and we compare notes, and we all kind of help each other, and
it's almost our own little family within the family.
Yes,
we all relate to the same misery.
Yeah.
Like, why do we ever do this? Is that what you're saying?
We can relate to every little thing that goes on, coming up to the 6 months, 3 months, 3 weeks, and then off we go. So, but
there are a lot of shows coming up. Walcott is this weekend. I think Eric's going to be out there for a day, walking around, taking pictures, looking around, and the Badger State shows. HD Equipment's coming up end of July. I don't think we're going to be there. Badger State.
We got Walcott and Shining for Shriners. So Shriners are getting a little more love again here from another show in California too. So that's good.
Yep. So there are other things, coming up, but the Soza one's the most important.
Yeah, that's right. I was waiting for that. Yeah, there we go.
Between now and then, there's only one show to think about.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys have been popping up all over my news feed, man. It's early attack. You're after it.
Hey, we're trying. We getting some new media out there, a little something, a little fresher. To try to get everybody's attention. This is our 5-year anniversary. So we're super excited about that. My lovely wife here twisted my arm to do extra special things for our 5-year anniversary. So why don't you tell her a little bit about the band and stuff and all the stuff that you wanted?
What she gets, right? What she wants, she gets. We have a new band. They're called 7 Summers Morgan Wallen Tribute Band. So if you guys like Morgan Wallen or a little country and rock, So we're really excited about them. We're going to do the stage much bigger production, with like the screens, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for that.
That sounds like fun.
Like you're going to feel like you're at the concert. They're going to have videographers going around, and I was having a meeting with them today, and I'm like hearing their ideas. I'm like, okay, I'm really excited. Hopefully we get to watch it.
Are you guys bringing in the Idaho turf for the dance floor? So
yes, and you're going to do a break dancing, John.
Where are your boots? Where are your boots?
No, there's good grass there.
No, Janet, it'll be California turf, I promise. Okay,
yes, I can go
take the flip-flops off and have a good time.
Right.
hey, the only thing that could have been worse is if it had chiggers in it too, and then then it'd been all you'd have taken a little love home with you at that point, man. These things are brutal. So where are we having the show at again? Refresh everybody's memory and the dates and times and all that good stuff. And we'll talk about it again later here, but where are we going to?
We're still at the Stanislaus County Fairgrounds in Turlock. And it's the last weekend of September, like it has been the past couple of years, 26th, 27th, and 28th.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to renew, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to renew our contract with the fairgrounds again for another 3 years because it seems to work really well there. The venue's nice, it's we got it accessible for the trucks to come in and out. So, hopefully this will be our lifelong home, fingers crossed, unless we outgrow it, which would be a great problem to have. So Stanislaus County Fairgrounds, last weekend of September. Truck parking will start on Thursday afternoon like it always has for your early birds. One of the cool things that we're getting is guys are building trucks just to come to our show. Last year we had a couple of those. I've already been informed there's a couple more this year that are building trucks just to debut.
That's the thing to do now. It is. Guys are building. Guys make the cover of 10-4 magazine, destroy their truck, and build a new one to go to another truck show. That's how it is out there in the world.
Well, we just feel honored that they're choosing our show to do it at. So we're really pleased with that. That's kind of a little feather in our cap that hey, we must be doing something right that they're doing that. So that's why we have that whole show only category with the neat belt buckle and everything else. So we're excited for the trucks coming in this year. I think we're gonna have it's going to be a really, really tough weekend for our judges to get through these quality of trucks for the weekend, which is really cool. And then the tractor pulls. Tractor pulls are becoming a pretty big staple at our show. This year, we've actually, thank goodness for Reeve Trucking and our crane, American Crane. They stepped up and gave us a pretty big donation to help us get that second day of the tractor pull. So we're super excited for that. So it'll be Friday night tractor pulls along with DJ and music, and of course the light show Friday night. Saturday will be the tractor pulls the second night, plus our Seven Summers band and the light show again for Saturday night. And of course, with all the beer garden and food and stuff that we always have, we're getting a lot of the same vendors coming back again. So super excited for the 5-year anniversary. Let's hope we can knock out the attendance for trucks. We haven't quite broken over that 134 truck count, even though it seems like we have a lot of trucks, but we haven't been able to break over that 134. So hopefully this year being 5-year, we can break over that number and really knock it out of the park with everything else going on. So it should be a good time. We've actually lowered the price for the general admission for Friday and Saturday. It's a flat $25 for both days. And then Sunday, Sunday's $20.
But right now we have an early bird special. If you want to get your tickets now, it's only $20
online.
Hey,
so yeah,
there you go. On Friday night too.
DJ.
Well, right now the tickets are $20.
Yeah, for Friday night, Saturday night. Yeah.
Up until probably the week before the show.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the normal regular price, the $25.
So whoever you are out there, if you're that 135th truck that's been holding them back, time to bring your ass on down and get over to the show. Okay?
Yes.
Truck number 135 will get a free 10-4 t-shirt.
Yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
Really sealed.
There you go.
You know what, Dad? You just think what? Everybody's gonna wait till the very last minute of the week to sign up.
Sorry.
You know it. That's how it goes, man. If they sign up at all wrong. And don't just show up and say we're here,
You know what? But with the marketing that we've done this year, when we opened up registration, we had more signups in the first 48 hours, more tickets sold online, and camp reservations done in the first 48 hours than we've had the previous 4 years. So that was a good sign that, hopefully this marketing stuff that we're doing is helping out a whole bunch. So, so we're keeping our fingers crossed. It'll keep going up from there.
Whether it helps or not, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's been fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news all the way around. I mean, I'm always happy to hear that people's marketing strategies are working. I mean, I've been seeing you guys a lot. You last year really kind of did a early, promotion into the show as well, and got ahead of it. So I thought that was, good thing to do. And there was a lot of it. So I think you kind of set that trend last year, and now it's following through more and working for you more and good, maybe. Hey. Yeah.
It's all her. That ain't me. That's all this beautiful lady here. That has nothing to do with me.
So you have your Shannon.
Yes.
Everybody has to have a Shannon.
I get notifications when I'm on the truck. I go, oh, there's a new video. Share. That's all I do. Everything else is all her. So,
but a lot of the videos is CG because I'm like, he's the face because he has that personality. He knows how to
Mr. Personality.
And we're bringing more of the family in to help out with the videos. There's still some more to come with some of the littler kids that are doing some neat videos and stuff. We're trying to make it, more family oriented, the whole family getting involved, which is great because that's what we want, and so we had a really good time. We spent all day on Saturday doing a bunch of different videos. You guys have just seen a few of them, so there's more to come, so it's been fun. It's been fun, and hopefully it's doing a lot of work.
And the ad for Soza Memorial Show will be in the next issue, so look for that. So,
yep, 10-4, always one of our. Well, you've been a sponsor since day one. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for your guys' support.
Thanks for having us.
10-4.
Not that they have a choice, but
That's okay.
I mean, thank you. Dan and Shan, are you guys going to hang around, or are you guys going to make your way out of here, or what did you want to do?
I think we can go.
I think y'all can. I think y'all should talk about what this show is all about, and why it's important, and why people should come.
Yeah.
And we 100% support the cause, and it's great that you guys are able to do what you do, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Definitely.
Thank you, guys.
Right on.
All right, and don't forget about the 10-4 Trucker Rodeo.
Yes.
June 7th through the 9th. November 7th through the.
Hey, don't be doing that.
Dude, we missed it.
Hey, ain't no shows in June, bro.
All right.
That lesson's been learned, right?
Soon. Thanks for having us.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Nice out, you guys. Thanks for making time. Good to see you. All right. Dan and Shan show is one of a kind, and it is always fun. So glad to have both of them on, and always fun to have them in the studio. Try working with those guys, man. I'll tell you, it can be interesting. Yeah, it's everything's a very how do I say, practiced routine, man. They've been married 35 years, right? So
Long time.
they kind of know what each other's doing, and I think that leaves sometimes one or the other to not even have to think what to do and let the other one figure it out, So
but they make a good yin to their yang. But
that's right.
When we did the cover shoot for my truck, we spent a day and a half with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, there was never a dull moment. They knew exactly where everything needed to be. Before Dan could say, "Hey, I need this," Shannon already had it there for him. So yeah, they make a good team. They work well together, and it was a lot of fun doing that. That's a lot of work. I think I told her, I didn't realize this was going to be so much work doing this. This was supposed to be fun, but I mean, it was fun, but it was a lot of work, but it was worthwhile.
It is one of those jobs where everybody on the peripherals like, oh, that looks like so much fun. All you guys do is have fun. Well, yes, but believe me, there's a lot of work involved, a lot of work. And you think about putting a magazine out every month, and then now 2 truck shows a year, plus going to different shows throughout the year, different locations, depending on where we go. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of layers to what goes on, man. It is a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun, and it happens because everybody works together to make it happen. So
right, and that's how we feel about the truck show. It's a 9-month process, and when we get to the end of Sunday afternoon and we get everything cleaned up, I mean, we're so exhausted. It's beyond belief on how tired we are. But we get home, and our tradition has been we go to the backyard, we pop open a couple beers, and her and I look at each other and go, "We did it." Mm-hmm. It went off without a hitch, or everybody was happy. It was a good time, and we just kind of relish in the whole thing with what has happened, and we sit there with kind of that proud look on our face and enjoy a few cocktails till the pain numbs from our feet and legs, and then we go to bed. But yeah, it's definitely a passion of love to do this every year. So
yeah.
Have you ever found our team that we have with us, the volunteers? They are like become family. They're all great people, and they put their sweat, tears. I don't know if anybody's put blood in, but everybody worked so hard.
Yeah, we put some blood into. Yeah,
I didn't know.
We had a few injuries.
There will always be blood. There always is.
But yeah, we have a good team, and I'm very, very blessed to have them.
Gotta say, hats off and amen to the volunteer spirit out there. I've for many, many years did my volunteerism thing in Folsom, California, 15 years of a lot of volunteering for different things that the chamber and other organizations were a part of that we helped. And if it isn't for the volunteers, these events can't happen. It's just impossible. There's no way. There's no way to pay people to do all the things that the volunteers do.
Right.
And be able to do a show. It just can't happen. I'm sorry. So it all works out for a reason, and you guys have a reason. Incidentally, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, and I'm guilty, going to be the first to say it. I've gone to events and gotten there, and as soon as I'm there and doing whatever I'm doing, I'm like, okay, and I'm looking at my watch that I don't wear, but I'm looking at my and going, I've got 8 hours and then I'm out of here or whatever, and it's not like it's a hate thing. It's like, I got to survive this and make it good, but a little bit of, and I can't wait till it's over. I mean, it's like the cook who's cooked all day doesn't eat anything at night for dinner, right? We've been in it all day.
Right.
So you guys ever get like that? Is there ever those moments?
In the first year, the second year a little bit, because I mean, it's just learning everything.
Yeah.
But I feel like since we moved it to the Turlock Fairgrounds, it has gone so smooth.
Yeah.
So
and I think last year it went so smooth. Last year there was actually some times where I was like, I don't have to be anywhere right now, but there's something. Okay, nobody needs me. It's hey, Ash, should we go eat right now? Do you think it's okay to eat right now? Yeah. So no, I don't think I've ever really had that so much. Okay, is it over yet? Well, take that back. When we're cleaning up Sunday afternoon after everybody's gone home, that's when I'm like, oh, is this done yet?
There's no glory in that. It's just part of what has to be done. That's for sure. But let's face it, man, there's a lot, and I never knew how much. I mean, I had a good idea because I've been involved in a lot of different things throughout the years in helping to put it together and make it happen. But truck show, man, I'll tell you, there's a lot of moving pieces to make it happen. And then if you have a competition event like you do, like we do at our truck shows, both of them, now you've got a whole nother effect going on, and it's a whole nother thing. It's trucks, once they're there and parked, they don't move. It's it's up to everybody to come to them and walk around them and check them out. But if you do truck drags or trucker rodeo, or in your case, truck and tractor pulls, right? I mean, now what? And you guys are hoping that you get a real big local turnout to fill the grandstands there, right? I mean, that's the goal, right?
Yeah, that's been the whole goal of that is to get all because the tractor pull is really big here in the Central Valley. And so, to bring all the local people to come in and check it out and cheer on their favorite truck. Last year, I think our final count was like 2,100, 1,800 people. in the grandstands for the tractor pull. So it definitely was worthwhile. Everybody had a good time and everything else. And
that's a decent crowd, man. And that is that for what you did one night, right?
One night. We had 70. Our MLM Motorsports, Brian Massetti, the owner, he's helped us out with this, gone on board. He really helped us out, especially the first year. And this last year we had 70 pullers, and he said that's a lot for a one night pull. And that's when we decided, well, let's try to do with a 2-night. And then he also acquired another sled. So we could possibly having 2 sleds going at the same time or simultaneously, both Friday and Saturday night. So we could accommodate probably 100+ pullers per night if we got it, and hopefully to bring some of these big guys down from Oregon and Idaho to come show off their stuff as well. So it's a 2-night thing. So yeah, it's the tractor pulls morphed, like you said, kind of in its own thing, but I think it complements the truck show really well. Because I mean, trucks, horsepower, chrome, lights. I mean, you can't ask for a better weekend, honestly.
No, and
beer, barbecue, trucks, and horsepower. What more could you ask for?
And babes.
Head-to-head competition is not very common. You don't see that. Typically, you got one truck, one sled, and running side by side. That's just not done. So that would be a cool thing to see if it happens. Now, are you guys doing qualifying and eliminations? Is that how you're going to run this, or what are you doing? Do you know yet?
Now, well, that's all up to Brian Massetti and MLM Motorsports. I don't get into that. I know my role. I know my lane, and the tractor pull is not. I let him take care of all that.
Okay.
I believe it's basically they're broken up into categories, and then each category pulls against each other, and obviously the longest pull at the end of the night wins in each category. I believe that's the way he does it, and so it'll be
Classes,
a 2-night deal. Yeah, classes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But like I said, I know my lane. I stay in my lane. I let him take care of that, and he's done a great job. So there's no reason for me to intervene whatsoever. Brian does. I mean, he's top notch. So I let him take care of all that. But I believe it's a single pull in your category, and then the longest pull wins.
Okay, good deal. Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on and why. We've covered the what's going on. Why is it going on?
Well, just like in the name, the Soza Memorial Truck Show. This truck show was, come about back in 2016. My wife and my son were killed in an auto accident. They were actually on their way to my son's dyslexia tutoring because he had dyslexia, and he was trying to get that corrected. So that's how the Soza Memorial name comes in. It's in memory of my late wife and my son. And then the truck show benefits the AJ Soza Dyslexia Foundation, which named after my son for his dyslexia. Everything is a 501c3. We're completely legitimate through the government and everything else. So that what money we make there goes to what it's supposed to. And we don't make a dime. Everything that we make that weekend free and clear goes to the foundation. Last year, which she still is, talk about the tutoring.
Rita, little Miss Rita, she's currently still getting the tutoring from the services, which reminds me I need to reach out to her. So
yeah, so she's still, because it's about a 2-year process from when we get a student that starts the tutoring to go through the whole program to get them corrected and so that way they're getting through school a little bit easier. So it's about a 2-year process. So it's nothing, a couple months is going to fix. It's, and of course, all that 2 years costs money for the teacher and everything else, which that's the whole purpose, is to pay for that sort of stuff for kids that are less fortunate. I mean, it can be pricey. I know when my son AJ just went for his initial evaluation, that was $700, and that was spent 2 hours at in an office doing different tests and everything else. So I mean, just that original testing can be pretty pricey. So a lot of, especially now, a lot of families are not able to do that, and then of course the ongoing tutoring every week. So that's what the Dyslexia Foundation is for. That's what it pays for, and we're excited that Rita's now, we're going almost year 1. It'll be a year this coming October. So we're super excited to get an update on her for everybody come September. So, but that's why we're doing it for. That's the whole reason is, in honor of my son and my late wife.
We also have a form on our website. If anybody that is struggling with dyslexia and does need help, we have a inquiry on our website to fill it out. If you know a child or anybody that's struggling, that notifies us, and that person can be our next candidate to receive the tutoring services.
Yes, and I should have mentioned that. We do have more funds. We do need more recipients, people, the kids that need help. So we do have money for it. So please, if you know somebody that, think might have dyslexia or somebody in your family, contact us and we'll see if we can get you the help.
Wow. There you go. A nice problem to have, by the way. So I'm glad that you guys have found a way to do what you want and can with your proceeds, put it in a good place and help some folks out. It seems like anything you step into any kind of a medical affiliated office, any kind, it's $500. I mean, it's just, and I asked when I have to go to the doctor, and I've got one coming up, and I asked them, I said, well, what's this going to cost me? And they're like, $500. I'm like, you're freaking putting a couple of wires on me and kick my ass in and out, and that's it. At $500, I'm in the wrong business. Geez, but that's just how it is. So now you talk about something that's ongoing in a process. I mean, overall, what's the tuition for the program? What does it cost for a person to go through it?
Well, typically, your evaluation can be anywhere from $600 to $1,000 depending on who you go to, and then typically a student will go once a week to tutoring. That tutoring session is typically anywhere from $60 to $80 a session, and you figure you're going to need 100 to 110 sessions to get through the whole program, because the program's called Barton, if I'm not mistaken. The Barton program, get through that whole program. Basically it rewires the kid to think like they need to think instead of flipping letters around, numbers around, and everything else. It basically kind of rewires them. I actually have dyslexia. I went to a special school when I was younger, so it's kind of hereditary, which went down to AJ, my son, and so I understand it. I get it, and I know the frustration. So it's even closer to my heart to help these kids because I know the frustration it is. So basically, I said a 2-year program, get them rewired, get them back on track, and the frustration level and everything in kids when they get rewired like this to do it like they should be doing it is such a relief, and anxiety levels drop and everything else for kids going to school once they get that program. So you figure this 100 programs at 60, let's say $70 a pop, do the math. It's you're looking at $7,000, $8,000.
Yeah, I was going to say, I bet you're probably up in a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 tuition range for this program to do what a student has to go through to get through the whole program. I'm not surprised. Well, looking forward to you guys in September seeing you again. Give everybody the dates and locations, and let's wrap it up.
All right. Stanislaus County Fairgrounds, Turlock, California, September 26th, 27th, and 28th, which is the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will be parking early bird trucks Thursday afternoon. Everything's first come, first serve. And again, tractor pulls both nights, live band, DJ, food court, beer garden, bunch of vendors with industrial stuff. So yeah, it's a good time for everybody. Kid zone. Keep forgetting the kid zone.
You guys got RV parking? Are you allowing RVs to come and park?
That's something we forgot to mention.
Yes, we
RV
did.
parking.
Are we dry camping, or what do we got?
No, we have full hookups. There's about 35 spots available. Last year we did sell out. Didn't we?
We did sell out.
Yeah, we did sell out last year. It's $60 a night. Obviously, you have to have it for Friday and Saturday night. You can add Thursday night if you're going to come in early. So yeah, so we have 35 full hookup. The water, electricity, the whole thing. $60 a night. You can reserve your spot on our website, which will give you your spot guaranteed. I would not wait till the day of, because we sold out about a week and a half before the
Yeah,
show.
no,
last year.
RV, you don't want to wait, man. That's a different deal there. Dan, by the way, says, are you sure it's not in June?
No.
Positive.
Learned that lesson, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
All right, you guys. Well, that's exciting, man. RV is that's become a big thing here at our shows, and that's awesome. You got full hookups, which is even more awesome. So,
Those
guys,
are
everybody,
first-time
check them out.
work
Go to the
too.
website, check it out, and get yourself set up. Which brings me to Facebook, TikTok. We're everywhere, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's it, right?
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
That's enough. That's
Yeah.
enough.
That's
That's
a
enough.
lot.
Well, we'll get you guys back on as we get closer. I just wanted to kind of get a little heads up of what's going on and get the West Coasters thinking about what should be going on in September. We got that last fall swing, as we call it, the West Coast swing, where we got the Soza Memorial, Bobtail Apparel, and 10-4 Trucker Rodeo to think about here, guys. So everybody make sure you pencil that in and get yourselves aligned to be at all three of those shows. We'd love to see you there. T-Dub, thanks for dropping by, brother. We'll talk to you soon for sure.
Thank you, sir. We
CG, we'll
appreciate it.
see you. Ashleigh, take care, and we'll be
Bye.
in touch soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, everybody, CG and Ashleigh Soza letting us in on the early view of what's going to be happening in September there and the 5th annual Soza Memorial Truck Show. Looking forward to it. So we took it right up to the top here pretty much. So Dan says we got the California Trucking Show in Ontario as well. So there's one more, but want to make sure we all get on down to the Soza Memorial. And like I said, the Bobtail Apparel there in Dixon and our show in Bakersfield at Kern County. That's going to be happening. And that's going to be the 10-4 Trucker Rodeo 2nd annual. So super excited about that. That's going to be a bunch of fun. Look forward to it. All right, y'all. Listen, take care. It's been a pleasure being here with you and hanging out in Studio 10-4 Live for the weekly update. We'll try to check back with you Thursday and Friday. Thursday for the Throwback Big Rig Thursday and Friday for our drive-by, see what's happening. I got a few things I got to get taken care of, so I got to keep my process moving along here, and look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Take care. Keep the shiny side up there and stay safe. Talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.